All right, check this out. Here's Chessie right here. She's with me, and we just got word that we got a big train westbound, a loaded rock train with approximately 30 cars, all loaded, and about 4 locomotives. Should be 4 locomotives on this. We'll have the green engine, that's the Green Goblin, the little switcher, the big 6-axle SD40-2, and a GP15-1. So here we go. There's Chessie right there. I got my iced tea on the truck, and I'm headed out. Headed that way right now. Let's start the video, son. This is gonna be a good one. All right, so I'm coming into Sardinia right now. There's the fire station over there. They actually have a run right now too. Smoke in the area. There's the Y.
Fresh 35 is going to be 1084 J Haas Lane.
The Haas Lane.
Clear 1084.
There's the locomotives. There's the crossings that are being worked on. Brand new crossing right here. It's now 2 tracks instead of just 1, which is pretty cool. Used to have the switch that was like right at the edge of the crossing. It went from 1 track to 2 tracks right here on the old one. Here's what she looks like. All new. All right, we're gonna catch a train over here somewhere. Downtown Sardinia. All right, here we go. Sardinia concrete's right over there. Oh, that truck was loud. The brand new railroad crossing right here. This is gonna be a good train. Oh, they got some grain cars on here too. Look at all the grain. This is gonna be a good train. This is all grain right here. Then we've got some loads of railroad ties from McCoy Lumber and Peebles. Then the rock. We got 3 different customers on this train. Wow, that's a good one. First loaded train of the week on a Tuesday. I don't know what that scuba is, never had to figure that out. This is where they service their locomotives here at the Y, Sardinia Y. Let's see here. A lot of times they'll stop here. The track I'm on's not in service yet. They're still working on it. It's not hooked up at the crossing. The other crossing. All right, that was a good one. Some kind of record-breaking train. And look at this, some school buses got lucky. These kids got to wait for a train. Look at that, school's just letting out. Somewhere around 3 o'clock. And we'll go catch that train again. Yeah, right up there. Right, they did a good roll, boy. gonna do another roll by at Mount Orab. See, the track's not connected right there yet. Still working on the Y. That's the east leg of the Y. Eventually they'll be turning locomotives here. This track hasn't been used in decades. All right, let's go catch them again. All right, there's another look at the east leg of the Y. Right there. Let's roll the window down. There you can see it. That's the east leg of the Y. Comes together right over there next to the firehouse. There's where the west leg of the Y comes in. So sometime soon, locomotives will be running on that track again. It's been decades since anything's been on that. Can't wait to see that. We are going to Mount Orab right now, and there's the Sardinia Fire Department. They got a smoke in the area call. Somebody's burning plastics and trash and stuff. So they're on a run right now. But wait, there's more. Hey, I'm over here at Sicily Road right now between Sardinia and Mount Orab. This is a great place to watch trains go over. Look at this. Big railroad bridge. Goes over the road and over a creek in a swampy area. So they'll be coming through here anytime. Yeah, the sun was about to come out. Right when I got to Sardinia, the sun started coming out, but it went back behind the clouds. So it's kind of gray out today. But the temperature is unseasonably warm. We're up around 50 degrees right now. That's incredible for this time of year. January the 6th, 2026. All right, here she comes in 4K. Cool. Wow, that was a good one. That engine lash up is incredible. Where do you see a lash up like that? That is really classic and awesome. Now we're going to go to Mount Orab and get them again. Listen to that. Hope I didn't shake it too much when the locomotives came by. I wasn't concentrating very much. I was checking out all that power. 80% of the road's operating power on that train right there. They got another GP 15-1. I believe it's at Afton right now. All right, we're going to Mount Orab. All right, so I'm in downtown Mount Orab right now. Train's getting ready to come through. Let's have a close look at the rail.
We're down here.
Train's coming behind the trailer park right now, which is about a mile away. Look how much rust is on that. This will be the first train of the week. The last train that went through here was on Friday. This is Tuesday. Friday, there was an empty train that came through eastbound. And then today, around noon or so, a light locomotive came through just to hook onto this train to give it more power. So there you go, downtown Mount Orab. And we've got some rail fans over there. There's the train station and the caboose, and Chessie's in the truck too. All kinds of stuff here. All right, here we go. The lights are coming on. I'm back in 10. No, I'm at 4K. Sorry about that. I was in 1080 just for the intro for the spot, and I went to 4K for this. Just start hearing some horn here anytime. Conductor's down there at the crossing doing a roll-by inspection right now. You'll hear him on the radio in just a second. That's the company truck on the right, that white van. Get on the roll-by. All right, I hope I didn't shake the camera too much. Now we're going to go to Williamsburg. This is going to be awesome on the hill. Don't miss that. The grand finale on the hill. Always a challenge. Wow, that was a good one. All right, I'm at Eastwood Road right now. This is the very western edge of Mount Orab. They actually made the city come all the way out to Eastwood. It comes all the way out to Eastwood along Route 32. That's the 4-lane highway. And then that's up that way. It comes up probably within a quarter mile where I'm at. I don't think this part is technically Mount Orab, but I still call it that. So here comes the train. I'm in 1080 at 60 frames. Ooh, it's windy. Here we go. Cool, you hear that? Horn salute there. Look at all that power. A lot more grain on here than what they usually carry too. It's about 10 loads. Usually only have like 5 or 6. So this is all grain from Winchester Ag in Winchester, Ohio. Here comes railroad ties from McCoy Lumber and Peebles. These 2 cars here. And then the rest of the train is rock from Heidelberg Materials out of Plum Run. The very eastern edge of in-service track. That's where this rock comes from. It's a rock shuttle. They'll unload this rock off the main line in Milford. It's got close to another 30 miles to take the rock to before it gets unloaded. All right, there you go. There's a school bus. You got to wait for the train too. Those kids are lucky. I wonder if they know it. It's right over there. Alrighty, we are now going to Williamsburg. Get the train going up the hill for the grand finale. This is going to be really awesome. 32 cars and 4 engines. That's about a third of a mile long. And I'm chasing the train for about 15 miles from Sardinia to Williamsburg, somewhere in that area. About 15-mile chase. Here we go. Look who it is. All right, I'm in downtown Williamsburg here at Main Street. There's a school bus. They didn't get to see the train. They just missed it. Look how rusty the tracks are. First train of the week. Been 4 days since the train went through. Other than that single locomotive that ran light. Tracks are pretty rusty. Look at that. So I'm on my camera that does better in low light. Let's see how it does for the train here. All right, here it comes. Not a rail fan. They missed a really good train. We're in 4K coming up the hill. Listen to all that power. We're in 4K. Now, was that cool or what? They made it up the hill. That was awesome. That was a lot of power. I have to calculate how much horsepower that was. Let's have a look at the rail. See how much shine we got. You know that shined it up. There you go. That rail is shining now. Got her shining. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you got time, check out another of my videos. Every view helps my channel and helps pay for the gas. And it's time for me to head on home.
Didn't know where you wanted.
And there's the county's finest right there. Give them a wave. I don't know if they saw me. Okay, thanks for watching. See you later. Hello everyone, it's a Tuesday morning. We're on the Cincinnati Eastern Railroad here today. We got an eastbound train coming. I was actually expecting a westbound rock train today. It's been 4 days since the train went through. The last train went through on Friday, and that was an eastbound empty rock train. So I was expecting a westbound loaded rock train today, but instead we got something else coming eastbound. Can't wait to see what this is. Here's the railroad. We'll have a quick look at the top of the rail before the train comes. And here we go. Start the video, son. Okay, here's the top of the rail. It's kind of hard to see, but it is rusty and it's all wet. It's just been 4 days since the train's been through here. Here they come. Well, that's interesting. Let's watch the gates go up. Wonder if that's a rescue locomotive or something. Not sure what's going on. Light power eastbound to GP 15-1. Those gates are kind of late coming up. There they go. Let's go get them again. All right, here we go, Brooks Malott Road.
Come down slow. We'll get out there full traffic with additional full through.
Gates aren't working. Yeah, dogs had some noise. The dog's head's in my way. There you go. Gates are okay. But wait, there's more. We're in downtown Mount Orab right now. And here comes the train. It's High Street. The conductor's inside that little shanty on the left. He just activated the gates and lights. Cool. Listen to that. Love that sound. Running long hood forward. Hey, we got a wave also. That's pretty cool.
You get my good side?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Is that gonna be on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see what the top of the rail looks like. See if it got shined up a little bit. Probably didn't do much.
I want to go and watch it.
There we go. Got a little bit of shine.
I
You watch YouTube? There's Brandy. She's eating. Hi, Brandy. Gotta keep that Chessie away from the food. It's not yours, Chessie. That's Brandy's. Hi, Brandy. Poor old dog. Still having some problems. But they can't operate on her, so I don't know what to do. We keep giving her the medicine. Yeah, she's too old to operate, they said. You can hear she has a little bit of trouble breathing every once in a while. Hear that wheezing? She's got some deal with her throat. I don't know if it's cancer or it was something swelled up. What is it? It's really old. Problem with her nerves, so she's taking medicine for that. Poor thing. Hi, Brandy. It's a good dog. Jessie, it's already empty. All right, well, there she is. Shout out to Osby Dean. I hope you get well soon. I hope you're feeling better, and thanks for watching my videos. Get well soon, Osby Dean.